Clear eyes, full hearts, can't lose.
Sup everyone, it's really Timmy B, and welcome to this week's edition of Friday Night Bets. Last week we did better, but not by much, as we went 2-3 on the night. Once again, I am shown why I don't bet unders, as the Astros scored 7 runs in Game 6 of the ALCS, and the Rays put up a few runs, so under 8 runs did not hit. The Rays tried to come back, but fell short as the Astros forced a Game 7, and the Rays' moneyline did not hit. In college football, BYU ran the dumbest play on 4th and goal from the 2 at the end of the first half for the first half cover, but unfortunately Houston was winning at halftime, so that's a loss. But SMU went into overtime against Tulane to give their team total some life, and they hit over 35.5 points by kicking a field goal in overtime to win 37-34. Speaking of winning, SMU and BYU both won their games to hit the parlay for our second and final win of the night. Time to bounce back. Tonight, we have Game 3 of the World Series between the Tampa Bay Rays and Los Angeles Dodgers, the return of the second best college football conference in the Big Ten, and a few other college football games to get us through the night. The Blazers back on for business, and after much thought and deliberation, I have decided to lift Guy Fieri's suspension and bring him back this episode. Welcome back, Guy. Guy, tonight is the night we go 5-0, so here are tonight's picks. Our first pick tonight will be Wisconsin over 35 points in their game tonight against Illinois at -120. Last year, Illinois upset the Badgers, so Wisconsin is looking for revenge. Wisconsin also averaged 34 points per game last season and 33 points per game in conference games, not including Ohio State. Those numbers would suggest we take the under, but Wisconsin is looking to make a statement tonight and run up the score. They are one of the best home teams in the country, where they averaged 39 points per game last season. On Illinois' side, in losses, they gave up 34 points per game, so all these numbers are right there, but I expect Wisconsin to win and score at least 40 points. My second pick tonight is UAB plus 2.5 at home against the Raging Cajuns of Louisiana-Lafayette at -105. UAB is on a 3-game win streak and are looking good after losing to Miami, and their defense is stingy, only giving up 20 points per game overall and 12 points per game during this win streak. After upsetting Iowa State, the Raging Cajuns won by 3 in overtime, then won by 2, then lost by 3, so they play close games to similar teams. You can buy the extra half point to 3 if you want, but I think UAB wins this game, therefore covering that plus 2.5 spread. Our third pick tonight will be Tulsa and South Florida over 25.5 points in the first half at -110. Tulsa has not played for a few weeks, but they're coming off an upset against UCF, and they have an offense that can put up points, they just need to click a little bit more. Luckily, South Florida's defense is bad and gives up over 30 points per game. In their last 2 games, there have been 48 and 38 points scored in the first half. The only game where this wouldn't have hit was when South Florida got shut out in the first half, but they gave up 14 points, so we need them to score at least 10 points, which I think they can do. Now, on to the World Series. Hey, everyone, before the next picks, I wanted to remind you that I have more than just Friday Night Bets on my channel. With the new expansion DLC in Pokemon Sword and Shield called Crown Tundra, I released a rankings of the new legendaries. I also have a football show with my pal Joey D, and his Eagles barely won last night. You better check back tomorrow for his recap. Okay, now back to the picks. For the World Series, we're bringing back the hits, runs, errors prompt from the first few Friday Night Bet videos. And tonight I'm going with over 24.5 hits, runs, errors at -130. Game 1 had 27 and Game 2 had 26, so I feel pretty good about this one hitting again. Even with Buehler and Morton on the mound, both teams are hitting the ball well and scoring some runs. As long as we can get about to 8 runs more or total, this will hit. Now, who's winning Game 3? Well, I'm currently 0 for 2 in baseball money line, so maybe you should take the opposite of me. But tonight I'm going with the Dodgers, and I'm betting the run line of -1.5 at a line of +125. I like the line better, and the Dodgers have only played 3 one-run games in the playoffs, and the Rays have played 4 this postseason. Because we have the over in our previous bet, I'm going with 6-3 Dodgers tonight. As always, you can take the money line at -160, but this is a better line. Well, that's it for this week's picks, Guy. Coach Taylor, how do you see Guy and I doing tonight?
I see us winning out there tonight.
Well, you heard it from Coach. We're going to be winners tonight. Now, who are some of your picks? Comment below and then make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Might as well hit that bell to be notified when all or some of my videos are released. Also, make sure to follow me on Twitter, link in the description, for a recap on our picks and use the hashtag FNB to follow along. Please bet responsibly, and I will see you next week.